Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the single running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Gamecock fans thoroughly enjoyed a beatdown of Clemson the last time these two met.
And that really was a shocker, not just for fans in the state, but fans around the country watching South Carolina just bring the heat to Clemson last year.
And getting a big win like that against your rival, creating momentum in this series and help you on the recruiting trail, building a program to try to make this a fist fight every year.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Siegel. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be. defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Segal. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what spurred it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move inside. You see him move outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking to pass. It's Siegel. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that.
Oh, look out! At the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score.
First down to start the drive after the break.
South Carolina, 0.
They'll go with a direct snap. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
He tries to take the top off. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Snap it to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Muscling ahead on third and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. Looking to buy time. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Leaves it with the running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to throw. Looking deep. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Using his legs, it's Cantrell. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense needs a couple of yards on fourth down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
14.
Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no. Looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride of the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
South Carolina, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Carolina Gamecocks will take over.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Direct snap. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over first and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Running toward the tape. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Back to throw. It's Segal. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
South Carolina, 28.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Man, I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 10, set to kick off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game now. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Oof, what a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, Give on the inside. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Got it.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue!
Back to pass, it's Siegel. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 42, South Carolina 28.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Green 25.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Yeah, and it's fourth down. Obviously, I think this is go time. I mean, you're down by multiple possessions. You need a touchdown. This is a short yardage opportunity. You got to go get 6 on the board.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They'll leave it with him. Running with power. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That's caught. It's Stokes. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecock.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big...
He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll line up to go for two. Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Clemson.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
How about this? A fake. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.